Welcome back to another edition of Inspire and Get Inspired. So, today I am going to inspire you by a little crazy thing I did. So, a friend of mine, her name is Pragya Pandey, she had done a silent retreat at her home, and that really inspired me to try it out myself. I just wanted to experience it and see how that would feel. Because I had heard that when you stay in meditation for long periods of time, you can like really slow down your mind, you can increase your focus, and I just wanted to experience how that would be. Staying couple of days without talking or engaging the brain or mind in anything. So I started out by kind of making a small agenda for myself where I put in the time frame of what I would do as soon as I woke up. So obviously I had my meditation, gentle yoga, walking meditation, and then I also went and planned for some snacks. I didn't want to eat like a heavy meal, so I kind of focused more on lighter meals. I did go and try the Nectar's detox drink. It had a 6 pack of the celery drink, which is supposed to flush your body out of toxins. So I just wanted to give that a try, and it was like an incentive for me to go through this whole process. And obviously I was doing this at the comfort of my own house. I had actually checked out places, but because of the time frame and also the pricing, it was very expensive. So I thought, you know what, this is something, I'm doing it for myself, and I can try it at home first before I go and invest a whole lot of money and see how that would feel. So anyways, I picked up a day where I wanted to do it. I picked up 2 days, and I thought 3 days would be a little too much because this is my first time. So I just picked 2 days, and I let the family know. I'm very, very happy that my family was very supportive, and without their support I probably wouldn't have been able to do this successfully. I also packed a few activities. Like I went ahead and bought this book from Rumi. Rumi is one of my favorite authors these days. I love kind of reading his poetry, and as well as I went ahead and got this coloring book, just to see how if I got totally bored. Anyway, the day started out pretty good. I started off with like my breathing exercises, and then I did like a 45-minute meditation at a stretch. And then I had my detox drinks, and then I did a walking meditation in my garden, spent time with the plants, came back, did another 20-minute meditation. I used the Ho'oponopono prayer method. It's a Hawaiian method to go ahead and heal my inner self. So once I did that, I then sat to do some coloring, and it is so funny because I am a control freak. I realized that everything has to be as I say it, and if it's not, I get a little freaked out. So during the coloring process, what I said is, you know what, I'm just gonna pick whatever comes, and I'm just gonna color, however it's gonna come out. I'm just going to leave it to source, to the divine, to guide me through this coloring process. And initially it was a little tough for me, to letting go of that. And then there was a little bit of a battle between me and my inner divine or inner self. And then finally I said, you know what, this is just a fun thing. It doesn't have to be perfect. Let's just go with the flow. And then I just started picking up colors, and I started coloring, and this is the outcome. I don't think it was a really bad job. I thought it was really good compared to other colorings I have done. So this was a small mental exercise for me to be able to give in. I love to practice this letting go in every little chance I get. So I did that, and then I had a very light lunch, and then obviously there was another incident. When I was eating, I saw my daughter. She was trying to open a Pepsi bottle, and it was very hard. She asked me to open it, and I tried it. I couldn't, and I just didn't want to engage either, right? So I just left it. And she goes and she gets this scissors, and my initial instinct is like, oh my god, what is she doing, right? I have to make a comment, but obviously I cannot talk. And then at that point, I thought, everybody has a genius within themselves. People will figure it out. Like, I don't need to be on top of like I don't need to go and tell her the way I would have done it, right? So I just left her with it. I was scared that she could get injured, but again, that was my fear. Why should I present it to her? So that was another learning lesson for me, where I was telling my little child, figure it out, genius. You want the Pepsi bottle, you'll figure out a way. And she did. It was a little bit of a struggle, but it took a lot of it took a lot of patience for me to like really keep quiet and just keep eating and focusing on what I was doing. One more thing that I noticed was, after being quiet for a long period of time, I had gone to cook a small meal for myself, and my ears, it was so like I could hear every little bit of sound. It was quite amazing. Like when I was cooking, I could hear the oil sizzling, and then the teaspoons, like hitting against the utensils, and just the rushing of the water. It was like so sensitive, and in fact, I was enjoying. Like I know my kids watch the ASMR videos on YouTube. And I was like, hey, this is an ASMR. Like I can just hear everything, every crunch, every bite, everything. The chopping, the cutting. It was just amazing that how much I never paid attention to these things. So, and anyways, by the time it was nighttime, I did a couple more meditation. And one interesting thing I felt about was, one of the meditations, I think I went so deep, I just started seeing all these visions of places I've never been to. And I don't know if that's a trick the mind plays, but that was something I experienced, during deep meditation. Like I wasn't asleep, but at the same time, I was kind of seeing clips and visions of I don't know where. Anyway, and then that night I slept very peacefully, and then I continued on. The next day I just did half day because my family needed me, and I couldn't go another stretch. But it was a very interesting experience. So if you guys want to try it, I think it's really beneficial if you can quiet your mind without engaging it in anything and just letting it be. I think it really helps it slow down, and at the same time you're giving rest. Another thing I had done was I had completely gotten away from any digital stuff. So you could say it could be a digital detox, where I was not on the computer, I was not looking at my phone, everything was away. And whoever needed me, I had already let them know beforehand that I would not be available. So and that was one thing I thought I would probably struggle, because I have a habit of just picking my phone any minute I get. But frankly speaking, I didn't miss the phone that much. I mean, I was so enjoying this whole meditation process, and just feeling all these things and just observing what was going on around me. I didn't really miss the phone, but obviously the next day, I did want to see who contacted me and how many messages were there, and most of my message was junk mail on Gmail. That was the highest number of messages that was there, and I was like, oh wow, I have a lot of junk in Gmail. But other than that, I mean, everything went really well. So I would really suggest that give it a shot and see where it lands, and what you experience. I think we should do this on a regular basis, just to calm ourselves from the hectic days, and cause less stress. So hope you guys enjoyed this segment, and do like and subscribe my channel if you like the content. All right, thank you very much for watching. Take care. Bye bye.